Hey guys, welcome back. So we are going to do some training and our third gym battle this episode as promised. I did move Rod to the front of the party so that we can get him some more XP and hopefully get a fighting move soon. That would be awesome since the next gym is a normal type gym. Do you want to know how to listen to the radio? No thank you. When she said mechanics, I thought she was talking about like game mechanics. Depending where the mind goes. Alright, let's face this picnicker. Are you going to the gym? Me too. How does she know you didn't just come from the gym if you're leaving Goldenrod? Interesting. Alright, level 15. So the level of trainers around here should give me some idea what levels I'm up against in the next gym. I feel like in the original Gold and Silver, they were actually pretty low because Goldenrod takes place so soon after Azalea Town. I think Bugsy was 14, 14, 16, and Whitney was like 17, 19, or maybe 19, 21. I think it was 1921. She only has 2 Pokemon. Minor spoiler, but they are both very formidable. Her second one in particular is no joke at all. I'm sure many people have bad memories of losing to her when they were younger. Oh, did I not? Oh, okay. I thought this was a double battle, but it is not, unfortunately. That would have been fun. Alright, Santra has good defense, so this might not be a one-shot. I did actually consider giving Rod a bow or whatever it's called, or silk scarf, to increase his normal type attacks, but that would be 1,000 coins, and I think I'd rather save my coins for better attacks. I'm worried that... See, I'm actually more confident about this gym battle than I was the previous two. Maybe because even though Whitney is very, very strong, definitely the strongest gym leader yet by level, and maybe even the strongest yet by point in the game, although Bugsy and his U-turns were no joke either. But we don't have a type disadvantage like we did at the last two, and we also now have 3 real members of our team, and they all have a few tricks up their sleeve. Rod is just a good all-around attacker. He's fairly fast. Not sure how he'll compare to Whitney's best, but I think at the very least he can get some damage off. And Togepi isn't that strong, to be honest, but knows a really good move in extrasensory. Probably isn't faster, so can't get the flinch, but my secret weapon is actually going to be Growl, or not Growl, whatever the move is that lowers attack by 2 stages. Charm? Something like that. Because if we can lower Whitney's Pokemon's attack by 2 stages, that means it'll do half damage, so that would be ideal. Pikachu can have Static as an ability, which has a chance of paralyzing you when you make contact, so I'm really hoping that this doesn't trigger that. Okay, I think we're safe. I kind of wish we had Guts as our ability, because that would mean whenever I got a status condition I wouldn't feel sad. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. But we don't, and Swarm is cool too, so no regrets. Yet another picnicker here. But these battles are nice and fast, so I'll do a few more. Train up our Pokemon just a little bit further. So it'd be very ironic if the one I was least concerned about is the one we actually lost. And there, of course, is a chance of that, because I think Whitney's Pokemon are going to be higher, or at least higher than Rod and Olive. Zubat, I could use Rock Tomb, it's super effective, but Horn Attack is more likely to land, and it was enough for a one-shot anyway. That's just how good Heracross is. I also really like that I've had a chance here to use some Pokemon that are kind of iconic Generation 2 Pokemon. Not all of my team is going to fall into that category, unfortunately. But Heracross and Togepi and Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium, all those are Pokemon I really think of when I think of Gold and Silver. This guy might be a Fire-type user, but whatever, we have Rock Tomb. The next guy is definitely a Fire-type user. One of the Pokemon I came very, very close to training. It was like the 7th one. I had to go with only 6. Wow, level 2, that's not that great. Was Espeon, because Espeon is a fun Pokemon. It's my favorite evolution. It's a lot of fun to train. I've trained them before. Can learn some pretty decent moves. And it's just an all-around really good Pokemon. Good speed, really good special attack. I know it's not very effective, but he's level 6, so shouldn't really make a difference. Save some power points there. Oh, they're static. It's bound to happen eventually. Maybe I should have used Rock Tomb, because I don't think Rock Tomb is a contact move. Level 17, no new move, but I guess we just did learn Aerial Ace only a couple levels ago. So Voltorb is definitely faster now. Voltorb is a very fast Pokemon. Its evolution, Electrode, is actually one of the fastest Pokemon of any generation. I think it has a base speed of like 140. So there might be like 3 or 4 Pokemon that are faster. Alright. But yeah, didn't have room on my team for an Espeon, which is kind of unfortunate, because Espeon is another one of those Pokemon that is really one of the stars of Generation 2. When people think of Generation 2, a lot of them think of Espeon and Umbreon. Umbreon's cool too. Umbreon is actually, I think, the coolest looking evolution. Definitely the one that has the best shiny version, but as far as actually battling goes, it's really more defensively oriented. And in these games, I tend to like Pokemon who are more offensively oriented, more attack and speed, and less defense and HP. Or ideally, it can be one that's really strong and has high stats across the board, but obviously only a few people fit that description. I'm not sure if I want to fight this guy again and again if all he has is like Voltorb, but why not? May as well make some friends. Okay, so if I wasn't paralyzed, I would go for it, but because I'm paralyzed, Rod is going to be very slow, which means his fire types will probably be able to do some damage. Practicing his fire breathing. Alright, just practice way over there, please. So we'll face this guy, and we'll face that police officer, and then we will heal up and take on the gym. Sound like a plan? Magmar. Magmar is a very good Pokemon. Luckily, this one is only level 11. I do not want to take any chances with Magmar. You can see it's very fast, it's very powerful. For some reason, I always like Electabuzz more than Magmar, and I think I know what that reason is. I think it's because I started playing Pokemon Blue, and for whatever reason, I always like Pokemon that were available in Blue version more than those that weren't. I guess because I could see them but never catch them. Of course, I did eventually buy a Red version and a Yellow version, but for a while there, I only had Blue, so seeing Magmar, it was just never really one of my favorites in that generation. But ever since then, it's really grown on me, and now I like Magmar and Electabuzz more or less equally. I think Electabuzz still takes the edge, and as far as their evolutions go, Magmar is arguably better in battle, but Electabuzz is just the cooler, like, looking Pokemon. And it's a really good Pokemon, too. Or Electivire. I don't know if I said Electabuzz again. And in Pokemon Go, Electivire is better. If any of you play that, I actually used my very first Sinnoh Stone, and the only one I actually got as a guarantee on an Electabuzz, and no regrets at all. I have a maxed out Electivire, and it's a lot of fun to use. Alright, so this Magmar is level 16. This is going to be quite a challenge. And if the gym trainers are about the same level, that means Whitney's Pokemon could easily be like 19 and 21, or even like 21 and 23, 20 and 22. Who knows? Alright, so if we keep doing extra sensory, this is not going to work, thanks to the poison. I could switch, that'd be the smart thing to do, but whatever, Metronome. Let's hope for like a Hydro Pump or something awesome. Avalanche, alright, Avalanche is snow type, or ice type rather, so not that great. I was thinking like for a split second there, like, oh, Avalanche, like it's rocks falling down, that's a rock type attack, but it's not. Even so, you think a bunch of snow falling on a fire type would be fairly good because it would melt into water, but not the way it works. I feel like there might even be a move that's kind of like that, like, oh, there is, it's a newer ice move, but it's super effective against fire types, which is really cool. Like dry, or no, it's freeze dry, and it's good against water types. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. I'm sure any of you who know the newer games better than I do know the move I'm talking about. Alright, so we got really lucky there because Magmar used Leer. Bad choice, Fire Breather. And because of that, we beat his Magmar and got quite a lot of experience for it. Level 18, sweet. Good job, Rod. Alright, sorry, Walt. Okay, well, see, another person giving you their phone number. Togepi fainted. Okay, so that's kind of annoying because I can't heal him without a revive, and I really don't want to use a revive. So let's go ahead and use some potions. Nope. Don't want to give. Actually, you know what? We have a paralyzed heal. Alright, why not? I'm one of those people who plays video games, especially RPGs, and I always save my items because you never know when you're going to need them. But even when a situation comes up that I do need them for, I always think, well, there might be a situation when I need them more. So I end up usually ending games with like bags full of useful items. Which is usually okay, because in a game like this, I probably am not going to run into any issues, but now that I said that, I probably jinxed myself. Okay, Intimidate. You know what? I'm going to just play it a little safe here. Switch to Sandshrew, because that'll get rid of the attack drop from Intimidate. And even though Sandshrew will not win this matchup, that'll give Heracross a free switch in with his attack back to normal. Alright, thank you, Sandshrew. Your sacrifice is appreciated. I'm sure my Sandshrew won't be my biggest fan. That's a tongue twister. I'm sure my Sandshrew. But it was worth it, because I really want to train up the team I will actually be using. Alright, good job, Rod. And another Growlithe, which means another Intimidate. I could switch to Hoot Hoot, but let's see if a Rock Tomb is still enough to 1-hit KO it. I'm guessing no, but it'll be close. I was right, I'm good at this damage prediction thing. It's Speed Fail, but it doesn't really matter because I'm already faster. It is funny, after you play the games for a while, you do kind of get a sense of what an attack will do against different Pokemon. Even though like my brain doesn't know it, I guess it does, but some instinctual level knows how to do those, roughly, those damage calcs. How to eyeball it. Alright, there's more area to explore over there, and obviously to the north. But we will head over there probably in the next episode. I don't think there's too much to do in Goldenrod after you defeat the gym. There's a guy down there too, we'll have to see if we can get to him. Looks like a bird keeper maybe? Alright, so let's go ahead and heal. That did end up taking a little longer than I expected. Did I say I promised to face the gym leader, or did I just say I would try to face the gym leader? It really depends on how many people she has in her gym and how quickly I can defeat them. I'll try to make this a little bit of a longer episode if I have to. But if I get to Whitney and it's been like 28 minutes or something, I might just do it next episode. So sorry guys. But if possible, I would like to do the whole gym in the same episode. And I'd really like it to be this one. Because even though I'd love to do another recording tonight, it's after midnight, I really should get to bed. Yo, champ in the making! This gym is home to normal-type Pokemon trainers. I recommend you use fighting-type Pokemon. Rock or Steel types would also be really good here if you happen to have any of those. You probably won't have a Steel type yet, but you might have a Rock type in like Geoduderonics. Alright, so this is cool. It's like a double-story gym. It doesn't look like it's that tough to get to Whitney, to be honest, but let's go ahead and just start doing some battles here. We'll use Togepi, because they can both use some XP at this point. I know we haven't used Cherry for a while, but Cherry was the star of this show for quite a while. He can take a back seat and let Olive and Rod have some fun. And obviously we will almost certainly be using Cherry in this gym battle, since right now he is our best Pokemon. Hammer Arm! Oh, why couldn't I get that against Whitney? That's a fighting type move and a really good one. But honestly, I probably won't be using Metronome against Whitney. Extrasensory is likely to do more damage. Still not a lot of damage, but more. Poison Gas, okay. It's not the worst. Fury Swipes, that's a really annoying move. Hopefully it doesn't hit 5 times. Fury Swipes hits anywhere between 2 and 5 times. I think it's more likely to hit 3 or 4 times than 2 or 5. I could be wrong there though. It also can miss. It's just not really a good attack if I'm being entirely honest. If one of your Pokemon has a chance to learn it, I wouldn't use it. One, because it's just annoying to use. It takes forever. But yeah, just not my favorite move. Foresight was a complete waste because I'm not Ghost type, so it doesn't really do anything here. But that's why Beauty Victoria is a trainer and not a gym leader. Alright, let's go ahead and use one Metronome on this Centret. I will use some potions on Olive in between battle just to save us a trip back to the Pokemon Center. Grass Knot. Okay, that's interesting. That's a grass type move that does more damage if the Pokemon you're using it on is heavy. So it's really good against something like a Wailord or a Kyogre or a Golem. A Golem it would do a ton of damage to. Centret, however, is pretty light, so it didn't do too much. Sometimes those moves are a little better later in the game when people tend to have fully evolved Pokemon, which tend to be heavier. Of course, Furret is not much heavier than Centret, but it is heavier, pretty sure. Alright, so good job, Olive. That was a nice battle. Let's go ahead and use a potion on you. Mostly healed up. And let's actually bring out Rod. Because Olive levels are good, it's more XP, and she might learn another move that could be useful, but I honestly think she has a pretty decent moveset as it is. Especially with Yawn and Charm, it's a good moveset. I'd hesitate to delete any of those at this point anyway. I will delete probably Charm for Fire Blast after this, but I really want it for facing Whitney. Now, Rod, on the other hand, if he levels up and learns a fighting type attack, that could really change the dynamic of this fight. So that's what I'm really hoping for. I keep teetering between, oh my god, this fight's going to be super easy and not a challenge at all, and oh, I'm really underestimating it. So many things could go wrong. But I guess better to overestimate Whitney than underestimate her. Flinch, there's an example of a flinch. Meowth is faster, Bite has I think a 20% flinch chance, so Meowth got a little lucky there. So if Meowth had Serene Grace, that Bite would have had a 40% flinch chance instead of 20%. But Meowth cannot learn, or cannot have Serene Grace. I think Meowth has Pickup as one of its abilities, in fact I'm pretty sure of it, which is a cool kind of overworld ability. There's some abilities that don't do anything in battle, but are kind of interesting to use in the overworld. I keep wanting to say real world, but it's not really the real world, it's the Pokemon world. So the correct term is overworld. I think because I fought her, I might have to go outside and reset this to get to the center there. That's kind of the puzzle here. It's sort of a boring puzzle, but hey. Yeah, I think I might have got this stuck. Because I need... Oh, never mind, I can zigzag around her, kind of. Maybe that's the puzzle, is that I can't figure out how to get through there. So I see the door to Whitney. How do I get to it? Is there an opening in here somewhere? No. This is a dead end. Alright, I am clearly missing something here. So there's only 3 stairs. Oh, no, I've been down here. It looks like I can go through here. But then I can't. Same with here. Oh, haha. Tricky, tricky Game Freak. Okay. They had me going for a second there. I feel like that can be really challenging for young kids, because I consider myself a pretty smart guy, and I'm obviously older than the primary intended age range here. Another Intimidate, that's unfortunate. And it took me a second, but then again I'm very tired, and it might actually be better for kids, because kids have a a way of thinking outside of the box and not having preconceived notions like adults do. So sometimes they're actually better at these kind of puzzles. Scary Face is going to make me very slow and will probably give Snubble a chance to attack. No, Snubble must be slow as well, because even being at half speed, Heracross is still faster. Level 19, we're getting there. Brick Break, okay, that is perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping to learn. Because I'm guessing Heracross can't learn like Karate Chop, or it probably can learn Low Kick. Leer might be useful at some point, but I'd rather give up Leer than any other attack. And in fact, Brick Break will now be by far our best attack, because not only is it the highest base power with 75 base power, it also gets same type attack bonus because I am fighting type. So that's really, really awesome. Unfortunately, it won't get the swarm bonus because it's not a bug type attack, but I will take what I can get. Alright, very nice. So we have one more Pokemon. In that case, are either of these two close to leveling up? Togepi is. Alright. Don't know about Cherry, but let's go ahead and bring out Togepi. Especially because I used that potion. And then I will run back to the Pokemon Center real quickly to heal up. Just because I want to make sure we have full health and all of our power points and everything ready to go before our gym battle. And since I'll be healing anyway, let's go ahead and use Metronome, see what happens. Dragon Claw, very good ability. I'm a little, even though it's a very good, very solid Dragon type move, I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Claw. Oh, no more Metronome. Drats. And the reason for that is because in Generation 1, there weren't really any Dragon type attacks. There was Dragon Rage, but it always did 40 damage, exactly. So it wasn't really like a usable Dragon type attack for like super effective damage or stab or anything like that. In Generation 2, they added Outrage and Dragon Breath and Twister. Twister's sort of the low-level Dragon type attack. I think it's like 40 base power. Dragon Breath is 60 base power, but has a 30% chance of paralysis. It is a TM given to you by a later gym leader. Encore is an interesting move. I definitely don't want to use it against Whitney. I will just say that right now. Any of you who know Whitney know why I don't want to use that against Whitney. Basically, she likes using moves on repeat, and it's a very valid strategy. So the last thing I want to do is encourage her to use more moves on repeat, which is what Encore does. It makes the Pokemon use the same move that they just used. I think it's like 2 to 5 more times. It actually can be really useful in competitive battles because it means your opponent either is locked in a move that they might not want to use more than once, like say a stat boosting move, or they have to switch, in which case you get a free turn to do whatever you want on the incoming Pokemon. Alright, good job, Olive. Yeah, I think we have a pretty strong team at this point, especially because Heracross has a fighting type attack. I don't think this is going to be a hard battle, really at all. But maybe I'm wrong. I kind of hope I'm wrong, because I always like interesting battles. I feel like our first 2 gym battles were really exciting, and I know if I was watching a Let's Play like this, I would have really enjoyed them, so hopefully you guys did too. And as we go throughout the game, I am going to try my best to keep the battles as interesting as possible. So I want to build a really strong team with really good moves and just, really solid set of types and solid Pokemon. But to kind of offset the fact that I'm going to have like a really nice team that I'm going to put a lot of effort into, I'm going to try to keep them at a lower level. So either like lower level than the gym leader or about the same level. As we get more Pokemon, I'll probably try to keep them lower level just because they tend to have less Pokemon. So if I had like 5 level 22s and Whitney's best is 22 or 23, it wouldn't really be a challenge. Whereas if I had like 5, say 18s, and she had a 21 and a 23, I think that'd be a lot more fun to watch. And to play too. Battles are always more fun when you have to really put some thought into it. Especially that one with Bugsy, that was a good one. That was one that I don't think I've had to try that hard in one of these games in a really long time. And even though it's been like 2 years since I did my other 2 Let's Plays, I'm pretty sure that I haven't lost in either of them. You guys can go back and watch them and see if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I also did a series when I was testing out my capture card for the 3DS, where I didn't post the entire Pokemon White 2 walkthrough. It wasn't a full Let's Play, but I did post all the gym battles. And that was also a lot of fun. And there were at least 2 battles in there that were really, really, really close. Like, I actually was like 50% sure I was going to lose. In one case, I think I was even more sure than that, and I just got really lucky with a damage roll and ended up winning. So if you enjoy these and need a something to hold you over while you wait for more to be uploaded, then definitely check out my Pokemon White 2 series. It's basically just all the good stuff. Okay, so I wasn't going to lead with Togepi, but because our team is so strong, I'm going to be a little risky here, and that's what I'm going to do. Hi, I'm Whitney. I saw you at the radio tower just now. Everyone was into Pokemon, so I got into it too. Pokemon are super cute. You want to battle? I'm warning you, I'm good. I don't really like Whitney because she's very like, she's into Pokemon because it's a fad, not because it's you know, all the right reasons to be into it. I was into Pokemon. Well, I don't know. I might have got into Pokemon too because my friends were in it. But all right. So okay, so I think our Pokemon are 17 and 19, which is not a big jump at all from Bugsy, who was what, 15, 15, 17. So hopefully our second Pokemon is actually higher than 19. But let's go ahead and use Charm. I really want to use Metronome because Metronome is so fun, but I probably should take a gym battle seriously. So yeah, that double slap is going to do nothing to me because... Oh, okay, I lied. Critical hit. And the critical hit not only does double damage, but it ignores the attack boost I just used. Let's go ahead and use... Yeah, I probably should have used Yawn first, maybe? I can see pros and cons to each. Now, I don't know what ability Clefairy has. I think it might have the ability... I think it's called Q Charm, where if you hit it with a contact move, you can become infatuated. But luckily, Extrasensory is not a contact move, and Togepi is a female anyway, and female Pokemon apparently cannot have crushes on other female Pokemon, so... Okay, that didn't do a lot of damage. Metronome! Oh, it's taunting me! It's like, I can use Metronome. And Swift is a special move that gets stabbed. That was a really lucky roll on Whitney's part. But, unluckily, her Clefairy is now asleep. And Olive is faster, so even if Clefairy wakes up, it has a 40% chance of flinching each of these turns. The question is, does Clefairy have a berry, or is she going to use a potion? I don't think it has a berry. Usually only a gym leader's best Pokemon have berries. But she probably will use a potion. I will probably get it into potion range, which is, I'm imagining now, without KOing it. So she's probably going to use a potion this next turn, that's fine. It would be kind of cool if like they ever used like fresh water or lemonade. I feel like there was one trainer somewhere that used one of those, and I was really excited about it. I love little, like, not Easter eggs, but just little things like that show the devs really put some extra thought into the game and making it a little more realistic, making the gym leaders seem like actual trainers, not just the programs that they are. Alright, it's still asleep, we're just going to keep extrasensorying. You can do it, Olive. Olive is fairly low on HP, so... Right now I could see this one going either way. I think because of the attack drop, my money's definitely on Olive, and because I believe in my Pokemon. But against Whitney's best Pokemon, I think Olive hopefully can get like a Yawn or a Charm off. Wow, she's been very unlucky. That's like the max turns of sleep there. But I don't think Olive is going to sweep this entire gym. That'd be awesome if a little Togepi beats the entire gym, but we'll see. Not quite level 20. So there's Whitney's best, Miltank. Only level 19, so this is definitely possible. It is a very good Pokemon. Let's start with Yawn. This might just be a KO. Stomp is a pretty good attack. Miltank has high attack, high speed. Yep, okay. Now the real battle has begun. Part of me wants to go for Rod and just Brick Break right away. The other part wants to go for Cherry and use Reflect. Let's go for Cherry. I haven't seen Cherry in a while. And I don't know if we're fast or not. Miltank is actually a pretty fast Pokemon. It doesn't look fast, but it is. Oh, and it knows a track. That's right. And both my other Pokemon are males. Oh, that's going to make this hard. Okay. No more games, Whitney. I am not going to underestimate you. So we have Reflect out. See, if I was fully attracted there, I would definitely switch, because I'd have no reason not to, and just bring one of my lesser level Pokemon, Sandshrew or Hoot Hoot. Although that might be a bad idea too. So here's what Whitney's strategy is. Stomp and Attract are both great moves. Stomp is just a really good, I think, 65 base power, normal type attack, and Miltank has a nice nice attack stat, and it gets Stab. Attract is really annoying because it basically confuses your Pokemon, except they don't hurt themselves in confusion. They just have a 50% chance of not attacking. I don't think Attraction, I don't know if it wears off or not, to be honest with you. If it did, I'm not sure why it wouldn't be better to always use a confusing move instead. Anyway, but her best strategy, let's go ahead and fight while we talk, is Defense Curl and Roll Out. So Stomp also has a chance of flinching, forgot about that. And because Miltank is faster, that is a very real possibility. So I'm wondering if Whitney's Miltank in this one might have a different moveset. I remember in Generation 2 it knew Attract, I think Defense Curl, and Roll Out. It might have known a fourth move, maybe Milk Drink, maybe not at that level. I forget what it knew. But either way, that was really powerful because Roll Out is a rock type attack. It only has 90% accuracy, but do I go for the Razor Leaf or do I try to? I haven't got any damage on it yet at all. But I do want to use Reflect in case I have to bring Heracross out, and Heracross has to survive some stomps. I honestly don't know who's faster, Heracross or Miltank. I would say Heracross, except for the fact that I have a minus speed nature. So we'll see. This could definitely still go Whitney's way. She is not even close out of this yet. Let me see if I can heal up a bit. Oh, you know what I should have done there? I wish I was paying more attention. I really should have switched. Not that it really matters too much, because even if I switch, Miltank is faster, so as soon as I bring Cherry back in again, it can just attract all over. That's one of the big benefits to being faster, is you can really determine what strategy to use. If she gets one lucky Stomp crit, I am in trouble. Wow, between this flinching and this attract move, Cherry is hurting. And Whitney is playing it smart, just stomping over and over again. That's what I would do too. And now we have no more Reflect. Wow, okay. I might have definitely overestimated this. Alright, luckily it didn't use its old strategy, because Rollout does more damage each turn you use it for. And if you use Defense Curl first, not only does your defense go up, but it doubles the damage of your first rollout, and it just keeps doubling from there. So if you let her get a few rollouts out, it was really, really bad. What I'm really worried about right now is that all Miltank has to do is stomp me and get a couple lucky flinches or a crit, and that's it, it's over. We have one level 19 Pokemon left apiece. Let's go for Brick Break and hope I'm faster. Oh, I'm not faster. So now the question is, and that did a lot of damage because I don't have a Reflect anymore. How much will this do? Could I get a crit? Come on, Rod. Give it all you got. Okay, it did a pretty decent amount of damage. So here's the question. It doesn't have a berry. That's lucky. That's surprising, but lucky. Or maybe it didn't. I think it has to be lower than a quarter to trigger the berry. Maybe that's not quite a quarter. It looks like it's a quarter. Or even a little bit less. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If she uses a potion, and I use Brick Break, then a new turn begins, and we're right back where we are. Miltank is faster, though, and can continue to stomp me and get those flinch chances. It's only like a 30% chance. I've just been really unlucky. If I use Rock Tomb, I might miss. But if I hit while she uses the potion, all it's going to take is one more Brick Break to kill that Miltank, and I am then faster, which means it... Okay, so let me think this through. If she uses a potion, that's the first if, but I think that's pretty likely, and my Rock Tomb hits, I win. Whereas if she uses a potion, I use Brick Break, I have to rely on the chance of not flinching, which is 70%. The chance of Rock Tomb hitting, I think, is 90%. Let me just double check that real quick. Oh, I always hit that. Rock Tomb, 80%. Oh god, what's the chance of Stomp hitting? Is it... I don't want to look it up, I feel like that's cheating. And I don't remember if it's... I don't remember if it's 90 or if it's 20 or 30. Most flinch moves are only 20%, so it really could be the same odds either way. Now, if she doesn't use a potion, I have to resist the flinch, and my rock move would have to hit. So maybe I just go for the brick break. I could also get a crit. I really want to use rock tomb because that feels like a more strategic move, but I think the better play is brick break. All right, it did use stomp, so if I don't flinch, oh, I flinched. Come on. If I don't, if she flinches here, she wins. If I don't flinch, then I win. Whoa, okay. My heart skipped a beat there. That is close. That came down to a flip of a, well, not flip of a coin. A flip of a very lopsided coin, but still. Whitney definitely could have won that with a bit of luck. And she had a lot of luck, way more than her fair share, though, to be honest. It should not have been that close. Wah, wah, you meanie. So do I get my badge now? I worked pretty hard for that. Okay, I guess she's just gonna have a hissy fit then. Anyone have any ideas? Oh no, you made Whitney cry. It's okay, she'll stop soon. She always cries when she loses. Okay. Whitney? You okay? What do you want? A badge? Oh, right, I forgot. Here's the plain badge. Alright, very nice. The plain badge lets your Pokemon use strength outside of battle. No, you can have this too. TM45, which is Attract. It's Attract. It makes full use of a Pokemon's charm. Isn't it just perfect for a cutie like me? Well, she's brightened up very quickly. That's right. I heard this thing called the Pokathlon Domes now open right next to the National Park. You should try it since you're so good at battling with your Pokemon. I don't remember what that is. Is Pokathlon like the contest hall in this one? It might be. Or I think it's like a... I have no idea, but maybe we'll go ahead and try it next episode. That could be fun. And I think in the original Gold and Silver version, she actually runs off and you have to go to like the flower shop or somewhere and find her and convince her to give you her badge. I think the anime, something very similar happened. But alright, well, thank you, Whitney, for a very, very, very good fight. That was really close, as you guys could see. So I promise you, I have never like replayed any of these battles, so I haven't like, cause I could just like redo a whole recording if I lost, but I'm not going to do that. If I lose, I will show you guys that I lose, and we'll just do it again. I've definitely wiped on other Let's Plays, just not Pokemon Let's Plays. But I also haven't like done it a couple times until I get a really good battle, because I just want to do these raw as they are. And even just doing that, as you can see, we get some really great battles. So I'm going to go ahead and end this recording before my software crashes and I have to redo it, because it won't be that good again. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have an excellent night, and I will see you all in the next episode.